Probably the big leading what's leading this market is the US dollar index. And, kind of like what I was saying about the gold earlier, I'm wondering whether there's a bit of a trap being laid here because we do have this AB equals CD. They are running the stops there from that previous day. Gold's going shooting up. I think the silver. I think I showed you. I was quite surprised with the silver chart, eh? The gold and the silver are moving up. Interesting to see how the crude oil is rolling over here, though. So we're not getting a lot of bullish follow through on the crude, which is fascinating, right? Because theoretically, that should be actually, in a weird sort of way, this kind of makes sense. Because if the Republicans do come storming back into power, the number one thing I think they're going to say is environment, go f yourself. Turn those oil spigots back on now. Yeah. And North Dakota oil industry all of a sudden gets a massive injection. I suppose first and foremost, the thematic trade actually was a fairly profitable trade. I had told you guys yesterday that we did have move stop to trailing levels hit. And I was doing the sort of 3 high low method, counting backwards. And unfortunately, this morning, you can see overnight action, they just went smashing through all of these support levels. So as a result, I had no choice. I had to get stopped out of this position. So I closed it out at about 113 and change. I suppose on balance, that was a good $500-600 profit. So I guess I'll take it. What the hell? I was a little choked after I had closed the position out to see the market rally back smartly. But if anything, actually, I'm kind of happy now. And I actually just went and threw the bid to buy the position back. Not at the original bot level, but I actually threw the position back looking for maybe a nice little stop run of these lows at 82.21. So I do have my order to buy the whole position right back there at that 78.6 fib. So just FYI on that. And actually now looking back in hindsight, earlier today I was pretty pissed off that the whole damn market was going to pivot back to the upside. And I was going to be left behind, but it looks like hopping off and obeying the model, move stop to trailing, you better lock in if we start emming out, and basically hopped off. It looks like that was the right thing to do. So if anything, that's good. As you can see, there's my next trade. If I do want to sneak back in on this thing, I'll just basically work an order right along this trend line and that 78.6 there. And really, you could even argue that this is the original market structure low that you really want to be long off of down in that area there. So we'll see how that goes. Unfortunately, that's the good news. Now let's go look at some of the bad news. As I said, both of these, I put on both of these positions on the anticipation that my outside upside key reversals were marking some sort of bottom in the market. And you can see there was a nice outside upside reversal here. Wasn't quite a key reversal, but we did have a double bottom come in here. So I was feeling kind of optimistic. And sure enough, this son of a bitch, he went and broke his key reversal low there. And I just have and it's a really simple rule. I don't want to be a hero here. Unfortunately, how low is low? And this is kind of the scary part about crypto is, yes, we have fallen an awful long way. Don't get me wrong. But, there is the bottom down there. Hell, this damn thing bottomed at 50 cents a share. There's still a gap there at 347. So I don't want to be a hero. And if you did join me on the trade, you can see it's just sitting right at the breakdown level. I just took my lumps and I just got the fuck out of there. I have to obey my trading plan. I wanted to try and I was hoping that this was a good looking bottom. I had key reversals. I had bullish momentum divergences and it got blasted and I got stopped out. So live by the sword, die by the sword. Sucks. So both of these names, which is kind of ironic, both of them I thought had pretty good looking bottoms, but it just goes to show. I hate to say it, and I know I sound like a broken record when I do say it, but we're not in the business of predicting the future, and here's exactly why. We are in the business of trying to identify edge, and if we think we have an edge, great, go for the trade. But if your edge disappears and the market says, sorry, no, what you thought was a bottom is not here. You're probably best just to get the fuck out of there.